Hey guys, Coach Tom here. Quick question from Carrie, codename Tiger's Girl. She's asked, "Can instead of going for a walk, can I use the elliptical?" Now the problem with that for her specifically is that she's had some hip problems in the past, and in that case, I'd really much rather see someone walking, and I don't mean on a treadmill. I mean outside. And for those of you that are complaining that like the weather's inclement where you are and you don't want to go outside, um, I live in Canada, so we've just had 16 months of winter. It's like Game of Thrones up here. Okay, so and I go for a walk every day, and I think that's a big part of why I've been able to. And just to let you know too, I've dropped 42 pounds since December 30th. So because I was a super heavyweight power lifter and blah blah blah, and so there's a whole bunch of stuff we have online about that, and that's kind of got nothing to do with what we're talking about right now. But other than to say that the first thing that I made sure I started doing was going for a nice long walk with my dog every day, and it wasn't a brisk walk, and it wasn't fasted cardio, and I didn't have a black coffee and a boiled egg before it or anything silly like that. It was just a walk, okay, and it's just nice. It's just a nice thing to do. And it just helps to lower cortisol levels. It helps to clear your mind. It helps you to be more effective. And so it's not exercise really. It's just a walk. Now, some people really enjoy cardio, so they enjoy a brisker paced activity like elliptical or a treadmill, or skating or swimming or any like cyclic activity, and that's great. The reason I'd say I wouldn't be a big fan of the elliptical in your case, Carrie, is that it's just a recurring movement pattern. So it literally locks your hips and your knees and your lower back into this like exactly the same movement over and over again. And let's think about how many thousands of times you'd be doing that movement if you're doing like 10 minutes, and you're doing like 100 strides a minute. So that's what, 1,000 repetitions. So the problem with that is that the way the hips are built, they're a ball and socket joint, and they have a lot of range of mobility, and your whole body is designed so that you shouldn't be doing the same thing over and over again in exactly the same way. Okay, so there's a lot of benefit to joints like the hips for them to be moving in slightly different ways. Otherwise, some muscles get very, very overtrained, and a lot of other muscles get very, very undertrained. And so that doesn't benefit an area like the hips, because in order for them to have strength and be able to do things like squat or deadlift or run or twist or any of these things, all those muscles need to be evenly developed. But when you do something repetitious and cyclic for a very long period of time, or a lot of repetitions, you create basically imbalances in your hips, where some of the muscles get worked way too much, other muscles don't get worked at all, and end up atrophying quite a bit, and basically get choked off of the blood flow because the blood's being redirected, and that just creates all sorts of problems. So that's not to say don't do the elliptical, but I'd say because that's not going to cause a problem if you do it like once in a while. But if you're doing it all the time and you're never going for a walk, or you're never doing lower body work, then you're not doing anything to fix the problem, and every time you go on the elliptical, you're just exacerbating the problem. So I hope that makes sense. What I would really recommend is take a look at we do have a workout we're going to publish next week called Strong Pain-Free Movement, Strong, Healthy, and Pain-Free Movement. And it's just a mobility, it's a series of mobility drills that Coach Mitch, another guy that works with us, put together, and it's really great. And I like to use it as a warm up, but a lot of times if I'm just trying to work with a client and break through things, sometimes that'll be their whole workout. So we'll have that up as another resource for you guys to take a look at, just to give you more options to help you keep getting better. Okay, thanks. Bye.